Uh, Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I am back. I can see I don't have hair. My hair is gone already. Was not expected. It was unexpected to have my hair cut. It happened by just coincidence. There's a video out there that I recorded this happening, the interaction is, but I don't really have time to. So my vehicle is very hot, so that I won't be recording as much. But today's video is to just give an update on the last time I made a video. I think was a very long video where I went to pick up my sunglasses from in Columbia or Maryland, and I bought these Mela glasses so that I can make videos as I'm driving. And it turns out that these were great. The videos were fantastic. However, I had a problem with the Meta. Okay, first of all, privacy issues. You have to use the Mela app, which means that there is a privacy problem, which I encountered many times. Meta doesn't notify you if the glasses are recording or not. So when you put them on and you click recording, you have to stop recording, otherwise it will keep recording all the time. Even if it wasn't recording, the AI can still. Okay, so I just finished returning back the glasses, those products, and I'm gonna receive my money back, and then I'm going to buy other ones which cost like $300. I asked the Best Buy employees that if they have any other options. They said they only have Meta glasses, so that means that they only sell Meta glasses. So I really do not like Meta glasses as much as I like this kind of innovation. I think Meta glasses are just ridiculous. Their privacy is horrible. The monopoly of having to use one application to import all the footages is also horrible, right? Combining AI with the Meta is really not good, especially when you are operating under the iOS. Because there is a conflict between Meta and Apple, right? And so that affects the consumer, affects me. These new glasses, they do connect with Siri, so that's good. So you can use Siri or another type of AI, but not the Meta one. So that was good. So that was like the main thing here. I'm glad that I returned it back before 15-day window, and they're able to receive it. So if this one comes in and they don't have, and I test them, these new ones, they don't have, they are called Oho Sunshine. These ones, they have like a USBs, something like that, where you can plug in on a laptop and transfer files. When I was speaking to the lady at the customer service, they asked the lady. So my camera keeps corrupting. I don't know why. It's kind of stupid. I need to clean it up. But anyway, she was surprised on how there was no USB-C cord, there was no charging cord. How am I supposed to charge that thing? So that being said, I was able to return it. I will get the money back, and that's all I'm grateful for. And then these technologies, you have to navigate them, knowing how you can reclaim your money back if they don't work. All right. And because they're very expensive, like Mela costs $274 plus taxes. That's like almost $200. So very expensive, but returning it was the best options. Okay, that being said, it does make good videos, except the privacy problems, the issues with transfers of files. The Meta AI, I would say, if you're watching this video, the Meta AI, it's meant to be used for social media. and I do not consider YouTube as a social media. Okay, I think YouTube is a separate tool that is used for like a lot of information, is videos, education, etc. Social media is for just social exercising, right? So if I was to post blogging about driving or blogging about, you know, whatever I'm doing over here, that'd be cool. I'm trying to use these glasses to sort of like document what I'm driving. If I say, hey, I drove to Arizona, I don't know how to drive to Arizona with a GoPro in my own hand. I can put on the glasses and showcase the Arizona area. Then if I have to stop, I can stop, grab a GoPro and document what I speak in the area. When I'm driving and I'm doing videos, it's not safe, especially right now that it's so cold. I mean, it's too hot. Well, when you're driving, you have the fatigue, you know, you have to focus. There's more traffic on the roads. People are driving crazy, going to work, going around, the tourists. So you have to be very, very careful when you're driving. And I'm like, right now I'm doing school, so I getting stressed out the most. So I have to be mindful of how I cannot be doing my tasking. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. I can't stop making videos. Also, I can't make videos in the house all the time when the outdoors is open. So Metagas were great, but the privacy, the convenience was the problem. Okay, so that being said, I'm just gonna drive back home. I will make a video. This is Columbus or Columbia, Maryland. It's no difference, the same place. Kind of boring, but it's cool. What's that lady screaming in the phone? You know, I've been thinking like, these people scream on the phone, they're the same as me. Maybe they are on social media somehow. They're not on YouTube. They're talking about politics or whatever. I wouldn't know. So I've been stepping away from the US politics because things are getting really tough. I heard that Trump was shot. I don't talk about it. I wanna just be quiet on it. I'm not gonna comment about it because I was in DC. It happened a few hours before I left DC, so I wanna make sure that I don't comment about it. So for now, I'm gonna try my best to upload the videos of me driving with the Meta, okay, glasses on. Okay, the other ones are coming in the next month. Yeah, the other ones are coming in the next, I think they are coming in I believe in May 1st, so that's going to be next week. Today is April 27, so they are coming in on May 1st. Yeah, coming on May 1st, which is next Friday of this week, this Friday. So that being said, by May 9th, if this glasses works, I'll be able to eventually travel, go to the conferences and get to record the conference experiences, because I have three conferences coming up. I have the AWS, I have also AI conference. Those ones are very open to public, so you can record these glasses on. They want you to record, they want you to show the experiences, the interactions, the talk. It's all, you know, recording on your phone, on your face, so it's pretty good. So that's what I have to say. Okay, that's what I have to say. That being said, thanks for watching. Like always, ciao ciao. I need to go home and study. I need to study for my final exams, this from today until the next couple weeks. Okay, so I'm gonna be studying and studying and studying and studying and studying, because I have exams coming up soon. So that means I need to study. I have 2 papers I need to present tomorrow and Thursday, and Wednesdays and Friday. Wednesday and Friday. So that's what time is going for so fast. Because the school is closing in The school is closing on May 9th, so I have 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I started this journey on August 2025, and they have 2 weeks to kick off the second semester, and I have 1 more semester before I finish everything. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy that all this progress is. That being said, I hope that I will get a job. That's the main goal. And with this Trump and JD Vance war going on, and hopefully that companies will see the refunds, and then I will get a chance to actually receive to get a chance to get jobs opening up, people to get hired. Things are very, very slow right now. Things are very, very slow. Not much going on at the moment. You want to turn here or what? So quick, turn the camera off. I'll be right back. So I wanted to say that I can't speak. I don't know. What language is that? I mean, like, America, they be having so many diversity that people speak the language I can't even understand. But anyways, when you're doing grad school, at some point you feel like you're not doing anything. You feel like there's nothing going on. You feel like there's no progress despite having progress. That's what I'm feeling right now. Is feeling the lack of progress. But my hope is that I think one day this is gonna be over, and I'm gonna move on with a normal life. Things will be okay, whatever. I mean, everybody has been there. I mean, I've seen many people who have done grad school, and they're out there just living their own best life, right? They're living the best life. They're totally fine. So I'll be the same way. Time is gonna come. Some days I'm gonna be totally fine. I'm gonna forget about it. I won't have the obligations of doing research and write papers. It's crazy as hell. I don't know if there's an airport nearby, but I can see the airplane flying. I guess they fly low as they get close to DC. I guess so. So that being said, I don't have much to say here. I read the news. I don't want to talk about the news right now. I just want to stay away from the news. Okay. So much going on right now. I have the exam coming up, and my exams does not ask me anything about the news. Okay, separate. But I had a news that Marco Rubio might be going to run for president. Okay. Before it was JD Vance, but JD Vance is losing trust under Donald Trump. This is the same problem that Kamala Harris had under Joe Biden. Okay, I mentioned this before. I will say the same thing. When you have a president, and when you're a vice president, and your president doesn't act good, you also lose that privilege. Okay, people do not like you, and JD Vance does not want to be like the other guy. What's his name? Hey Siri, who was Donald Trump's first vice president? Michael Pence. Yeah, Michael Pence. Michael Pence was the vice president of Donald Trump. And then he didn't like him, okay? And then when he spoke out against him, Donald Trump made him a traitor. And Michael Pence they asked him to be hanged, or to be jailed, or to be killed. That was crazy. So JD Vance is in the same position. And people like Trump, they pick the nicest people, they pick the coolest people, they make them presidents, they make them vice presidents. They pick people who cannot speak against them. This is what we see under Mr. JD Vance. By the way, JD means judge. I think it's a title. It's a title. Trump has no title. Nobody calls Trump CEO Donald Trump. No, there's no title. JD Vance has a title. His title is JD. JD means he's a judge. So he's a really tough guy. He knows the law. And people like JD Vance, they just can't be president. I mean, Barack Obama did it, but he has not everybody can do it. Okay, because we see something with Kamala Harris, where when she was running for president, she kept telling the story of her being a prosecutor. No one cares about that. I don't know anything about the prosecutor. I don't know what they do. I don't know. I heard the time people throwing out there. I was a prosecutor for 15 years. I was a prosecutor. I prosecuted women. I prosecuted men. I prosecuted gamblers. I prosecuted rapists. I prosecuted human trafficking. I don't know. All right. The average Americans don't know. But when Trump says, "Hey, I built a house in New York City. I run companies. I play casino. I had pornography people can't remember those things, right?" So people like JD Vance, they don't have a reputation except their career, and that's a big problem. This is the problem with academia. Before, people used to prioritize academia. Today, it's not about academia; it's about popularity. So JD Vance is supposed to be a president after Trump. He had a chance, but he can't. Even though Trump tried to put him to negotiate with Iran's war, the deal failed. So it's a very, very big problematic. So I heard that Marco Rubio is emerging as a potential candidate. He was before. He didn't make the cut. It's very hard to win the election under the Republican Party if you're not a white. That's for sure. That is a fact. That's not a fiction. Okay. The Democrats are also very pro-white, but they tend to be lenient. Because they're very educated, they tend to have they prioritize diversity of ideas, not the diversity of the skin. Okay. The Republicans, they prioritize the skin first. Okay, so they want the same skin in the room, then ideas comes later. Okay, that's the difference. That's the only difference about US politics. I don't know. I talk about this, but I can talk about this for hours. But the point is that I wish JD Vance would be a president, but he can't. He can't because of his administration. He's just a jackass. That being said, that's what I have to say. Thanks for watching. Like always, ciao, adios. And for now, I'm just going to be talking about my classes, what I'm studying, what I'm reading, what I'm revising, and I'll give you some ideas. If you're going to be taking classes, if you're going to be taking classes in the future at the Catholic University of America, I want to give you some ideas on the best ways to eventually pass the classes, and maybe just the process, how it started, how it's going, and how you should be able to research. Okay, that being said, that's what I have to say. I'm gonna head home, get some dinner, maybe sleep a little bit, and then go to class. Bye bye, ciao, adios, spa, take care. Bye. Hello, it's me. I am back, and I am back going to classroom. I have a class right now, and today's Monday. I said earlier, and if I did, when I was returning my sunglasses, it feels good outside. The first time I don't have a jacket on, nothing on me. So it's 20. Today is 27. I keep forgetting. Yes, 27 April 2026, and the time is 4 p.m. and 37 minutes. That being said, I am walking right here for the first time when it's sunny and it feels good going to campus. Today also is the last day that I'm gonna go to campus on 27 for class, right? So today is the last day for class instructions. That being said, we are finishing today's class, which is big data. Big data talks about Python. It's using Python to do some kind of like programming and the analysis, machine learning, AI kind of stuff. The use of AI is pretty good right now. It's good. It's a good skill to have with the rise of AI and automation. Look at these guys doing a fantastic job. I like it. Hello, I'll go this way. All right. Thank you. So cool. I mean, I like it. They are building the area. This is the beauty of DC, how they are improving the community. It's pretty cool. Hello. Look at all these areas we build, taken care of. They have improved it. It wasn't like this a few years ago. Isn't that cool? Northeast is changing. Money is coming in. I go this way. I don't feel safe walking on the streets. So the big data, it's the ways of using numbers and statistics to study the outcome, predict the outcome. Stock market, elections. How do you know somebody's gonna win the elections? Right? The study of the debt of a country, how much they should borrow, the risky of a country, the risky of a borrower, the risky of debt, the risk of buying debt, right? The risk of investments, those kind of things. Very, very monetary based stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool class that I took. I enjoyed the class, and today's the last day. I want to give this class an A. Okay. I don't care if I get an A, but I care that this class has an A. All right. Last year I took macro and macroeconomics class, advanced classes. These are the worst classes you can ever take because they are teaching different things, different theories, different mathematical formulas, Keynesian models, and I don't know, like all these kind of models that you learn, macro and micro, like they're all like very theoretical. But I took econometrics. This was like my favorite, and I used to be scared of econometrics. I used to be terrified of econometrics. Now everything I do is econometrics. My paper, econometrics. All right, and I enjoyed it because the professor was very young and he was from Africa, so there was some connections to it. So that was really good. I enjoyed the class, and Today, this semester, taking big data, so having big data class, which is Python coding based, combination in a combination with econometrics is the best combination ever you could ever take. They are the best. Everything else you can just learn. You can use AI, whatever, but when you know those two things, it's one of the best things you can ever learn. Because for instance, right now they are doing the survey, right? People do the surveys and then they post on the internet and they say Trump's rating is the lowest that it has ever been. Just that comment. They don't say the numbers. We don't say the numbers. They just say Trump's ratings is the lowest it has ever been, and Trump panics. Like he panics. Just statistics, you know. That's how strong the numbers are. Well, like you can destroy the whole world using numbers. When you run statistics, it's the biggest flex can ever have. So that being said, let me go to class and have a last minute discussion. And what's this? Oh, the Kenyan in MacArthur running for mayor. Anyways, thanks for running. But that's garbage, bro. Dirty garbage is everywhere. A lot of this politician is looking for votes. Meanwhile, they are littering our streets. Alright. I saw Kenya. I was like, Kenya? What's Kenya doing here? It turns out it's Kenyan, not Kenya. Kenyan. So that's all I have to share. Camera off so I can cool down. I'll be right back in a few minutes. So all I can say is that this is going to be an amazing week. I have 2 weeks. Well, I said 2 weeks. That's a nice vehicle here. I said 2 weeks, but it's actually 1 week. I said 2 weeks, but it's 1 week. It's only 1 week, and on the kick-off summer, it's going to be my second summer in the Washington DC. Okay, last year summer went really fast, right? Last year my summer was really fast. I wasn't in school, but I was going every single day. I was going to DC in the library, MLK library, to apply for different universities. I was going to conferences, meeting different companies, you know, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Nvidia, Meta, of course, companies that come to DC, and meeting different people. meeting different people, and that sort of gave me the courage to apply for these graduate programs. The difference between living in DC and living in any other state, the difference between going to school here and going to school in another state is that in DC you can graduate and stay here. You don't have to leave, especially my major of economics. You can stick around, and there's always going to be good paying jobs coming up as the administration changes. That's the good news about DC, is that you don't have to move. Then if you stay like where I live right now, I live close by, you have access to the universities, so you have access to the resources and the communities and neighborhoods, people, networking events. You have access to career center where you can always go to for a job search. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good privilege to have. It's a good, what's that? Is that a coffee? It's a good privilege to have. It's a good, so I don't say, I can say it's just a good thing, So something to do. If I graduate, I want to stick around until I can find a job. What this guy's doing. Then hopefully something's gonna come up.
But then I did start feeling bad because I was like,
I feel like I made the right choices of moving here. Since this is the last time I would ever go to school, I just saw the girl who accepted to give me a referral one day because she's working. I just saw right now, and she's smoking. This is how beautiful in the campus. She's really smoking and weed, smoking weed. Peer pressure. About peer pressure. This guy looks good dressed.
I said that's on the bowl. Damn, ain't you gonna take on the bowl? God damn, bro, what the fuck?
This dude dressed really nice. Looks like he's born in the 60s. He has the 60s vibe, the James Bond vibe. Then he's cussing. Like, why? Yeah, everything correct. He look good. Then you cussing, bro. You dressed very nice. Then you cuss. I don't get the point.
I said I'll make him a plate though. Yeah, my sister made this shit for me.
my thing is I won't sleep, and then it's gonna take me a week to open my grade. Guys, when I'm not after
Am I walking slow? I'm not being fast enough. I left 6:30. Supposed to be on the campus at 5 p.m. It's already 5 p.m. What a slow guy. because I'm walking and filming at the same time. Let's speed up. I got to speed up. Big data class. Big data, big data, big data, big data, big data, big data. Documenting every single experience I can get here on campus. Every chance I get. The dog and the kid.
Because of what? Like,
I like these guys who look like they play volleyball. Volleyball has the most beautiful women. The funny thing is, you can't actually tell if my camera is recording because it's sunny. It's extremely sunny outside. It's very, very sunny.
Rush to pack up, we're probably gonna take like 1 day.
I don't think I've ever walked from this side. Why is everybody look so serious? Why is everybody looking super serious on campus today? Look at that kid. I have 2 minutes. I got to walk really fast. Alright, camera off.